here we go. Okay, I'm obviously not here today, and no, I am not at home watching the NCAA tournament. I have some things I have to take care of today um, that caused me to miss a little bit of school. All right, but I will be back on Monday, and we'll have a double homework check. We'll check the worksheet from Wednesday, and I'll check the worksheet from this weekend on Monday as well. We're going to kind of combine 2 days at once because they kind of go hand in hand. We're going to be solving for the missing angles and right triangles, and then we're going to apply them to real world problems because I know, like I said on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, you could definitely do this at home. Yeah, look at my headphones, right? They're kind of hanging, not mine, so don't like. I know what they're doing here. They're not my headphones. I want to put my earwax on someone else's ears, right? For sure. Okay, definitely. Yeah, definitely. All right. So Wednesday test still next Wednesday. All right, you'll get the review packet for that on Monday. Monday in class as well. We're going to take a brief little survey, and then I'll get your review packets after that. Okay. Song and day. Don't let me down. Don't let me down for the sub. All right. Be nice to the sub. Do your work. Do what you're supposed to be doing. All right. Don't get all squirrely. Okay. Have a good day in class. Friday before long, or not the long weekend, but a big weekend for some of you who are watching the NCAA tournament. All right, so let's not be watching that when we're supposed to be doing this, okay? But anyway, here we go. You're going to go to day 2, all right? And then we're going to flip to day 3 after this. So we're going to do a couple day 2s, and we're going to flip to day 3, okay? So, ready? Um, Today we're going to solve for a missing angle, okay? Here in this missing angle has a question mark. All right, we're going to skip this portion, the Pythagorean theorem. You guys know how to do that, okay? We're going to use trig, all right, inverse trig, to solve for a missing angle. So I have this blank angle here. I'm going to call it x, okay? The question mark is what we're trying to solve for. Remember, draw a line straight across. That's my opposite. That's my adjacent. This is my hypotenuse. Like Monday, we talked about, I'm going to choose the trig function that uses O and A. Well, O and A has to be tangent, the last one. Okay, it has to be tangent. So to do that, you ready? We can use inverse trigonometry to find angle measures. So how are we going to do this? Well, tangent, whoops, tangent of x, all right, tangent of my angle, this is my reference angle, equals the ratio of the two sides, 27 over 38. Okay? To find an angle measure, I use the inverse function, all right, the inverse operation. So what that looks like, x is going to equal tan to -1, which is the inverse of our fraction. To get this inverse here in my calculator, I press second tangent. Those are the buttons I press. Okay, it looks like this. Again, make sure, once you do it once, your mode should always be in degrees. Okay, but I'm going to press second tangent. I have that tan -1 of 27 divided by 38. Boom. And that's my angle, 35.39. Okay, a lot of these are going to ask you to round to the nearest degree. Remember to round, you look at this number. Okay, if it's above 5, you round up. If it's below 5, we keep it the same. So x in this problem, call it 35 degrees. Okay? We can use inverse trig to find remaining angles. Remember that. All right, very important. Very important. Okay? If you're using your phone, you would press 27 divided by 38 and then press second tangent. Okay, and that should give you the same answer. All right, so find the value of the question mark. Okay, so our question mark, and these are all tangents, aren't they? Oh, buckets. All right, whatever. So remember, you're going to use the function that you're given. All right, sometimes you're going to be given sine, and these ones are O and A, so we're tangent again. All right, so I'm going to go tangent of x equals 9 over 21. All right, so x equals tan -1. Tan to -1 of 9 divided by 21. or tan inverse. All right, so again, in my calculator, second tangent 9 divided by 21. Boom, 23 degrees. 23.19 or 23. I'll write 23.19 degrees. Make sure you include degrees. Make sure you include degrees. Make sure you do what? Yep, you got it. Include degrees. Here we go. I'm going to go to letter C. All right, now you can always rewind these videos. Remember, these videos are, going to be out there for a long time. So you can rewind these. Heck, you could watch these twice, 3 times, maybe even 4 or 5. When you're doing, we'll talk about weekends on Monday. All right, and I know what you're going to say. You went home and you watched this video. That's fine. I get that. I would too. All right, so I'm going to label my sides. I got O, H, and A. Okay, now every single side is given here. So when that happens, all right, you just pick your favorite one, whether it's sine, cosine, or tangent. We just did two tangents, or 1 tangent, or 2 tangents really. So I'm going to use sine, O, and H. Okay, so I'd say sine of x equals 68 over 80. Oops. 85. So what does x equal? Oh my goodness. Oh, buckets. Okay. Let's just settle down. Here we go. So x equals a sine inverse of 68 over 85. And you should get about, you try it, pause the video. I hope you pause at 53 degrees. All right. That's all the missing angle is, using the inverse. And we're going to continue to practice that. Okay, so right now I want you to flip to day 3. Okay, applying trig. When am I ever going to use this? All right, when we use trig problems, trigonometry word problems, it's always helpful to draw a picture if there is not one given. Okay, luckily on these first couple, I gave you one. Okay, keep in mind there should be a right triangle in the word problem. Perhaps that'll help you determine how to draw your picture. Identify what you're asked to find. Let your variable represent a side or angle that you're trying to find. Okay, so keep calm, you can do it. Here we go. So an angle elevation of an airplane is 23 degrees. If the angle's altitude is 2,500 meters, how far away is it? Okay, so here's this dude. Here's me, Mr. McConey, showing outside. Angle of elevation. Angle of elevation comes when I'm looking up at an object. I'm elevating my head, looking up at an object. Right? I'm looking at the wall over there. It's pretty interesting. Okay, it's sick. So angle of elevation, I'm looking up at an object. Okay, so the airplane's altitude is 2,500 meters. Well, altitude is 2,500 meters. That makes sense that it's a straight line distance down. How far away is it from me? Well, I'm actually just chilling. I'm not actually standing. I'm laying on the ground. Well, how far away is it from me? Guy laying on ground, looking up at the plane. Okay, so again, here's my reference angle here. Let's label my sides. This is O, this is H, and A. What am I trying to find? I'm trying to find O and H. Well, O and H, OK, is the first one. It's sine. So I'm going to take sine of my angle. This is a review for Wednesday. Sine of 23 equals 2,500 over x. Okay. Put sine over 1 and cross multiply. Now in this problem, all right, I have to divide by the sine. In some problems, you won't have to. So just multiply the sine of your angle by the number, okay, like you saw the other day. Well, if I divide 2,500 by the sine of 23, 2,500, that's not it, oh, what just happened there, 2,500 divided by the sine of 23 equals, I get 6398.26, okay, 6398.26 meters. X equals 63.6398.26 meters. Boom. There you go. Real life application. Isn't that just neat? Isn't that just cool? Aren't you going to go tell your friends this weekend that you know how to use trig in real life? I think you are. I think you might. I certainly do. And you know what they do? They say, you know what? That's really cool, man. I'm happy for you. Say thank you. And I just keep going. Ready? Let's keep going. It's time to do that. So find the angle of elevation. If you are standing 400 feet away from an 850-foot tall building, wow, that's neat. So angle of elevation means this angle right there. This is my opposite. That's my adjacent. So I'm going to use tangent, O and A. Tangent of some angle, I don't know what the angle is, equals opposite, 850, over adjacent, 400. So x equals tan inverse of 850 divided by 400. Okay, so x equals, well, let's see what that is. Second, tangent 850 divided by 400. 64.79. All right, round to the nearest degree. We'll call it 65 degrees. There you go. All right, your homework this weekend. Your homework this weekend is to finish that worksheet. All right, there's the front side, I believe, has you solve for a missing angle. The back side are word problems where it's mixed up. You may have to draw a couple pictures on that. All right, if you need help drawing the pictures, my answer key is posted on my website. All right, have a great weekend. Okay, enjoy yourselves. I hope you have, if you're watching the tournament, I hope your brackets turn out well. I will hopefully see you back in class on Monday.